All right, shifting focus, according to S&P Global Ratings' latest report, India is expected to grow at 6.7% annually for the next 3 years, maintaining its title as the fastest growing major economy among the Asia-Pacific region. Now, the global rating agency's economic outlook maintained India's GDP prediction for this fiscal year at 6%, with a substantial rebound to 6.9% in 2025 and 2026. Meanwhile, retail inflation is expected to fall to 5% in this fiscal year from 6.7% currently, according to S&P. In fact, the report says Asian emerging market economies will continue to outperform global growth until 2026.
Good news coming in on the economic front for India, with S&P Global projecting India to be one of the fastest growing major economies in the world over the next 3 years. Now, what does that mean? That means India is projected to grow at an average of 6.7% for the next 3 years, which will surpass most major economies in the world. So it speaks to India's resilience because the world has been through a tough time, post-COVID pandemic and the Russia-Ukraine war, etc. But India seems to have fared well. Now, here's the exact projection that S&P Global has put out. India will grow at 6% in FY24. That means between 2023 and 2024. But after that, the growth will jump up to about 6.9% for FY25 and FY26. Now, if you want to look at this in perspective, we grew at 7.2% in FY23. So it's going to be a drop from there, but nevertheless, at a time when the world is expected to deal with a lot of global headwinds, that means a lot of problems coming in from recession to slower growth, India will be faring relatively well among major economies, and especially in the Asia-Pacific region. Just for perspective, China's growth rate is also expected to fall in this same period. The other important part of what the S&P Global report says is on inflation. And it says that inflation is expected to cool down, prices are expected to become lesser and lesser, but the Reserve Bank of India is unlikely to cut interest rates before the first quarter of the next year, that's 2024. So it's only in early 2024 that we can expect the RBI to cut rates. Now, why is that important? Because once the RBI starts cutting rates and loans become cheaper, it's expected that overall prices may drop as well.